God, it's getting cold now. Nick, you're right, mate. C42 is the way if you want to keep warm. Oh, it's cold. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing a bit of a high flight. It's only to 10,000 feet. I say only 10,000 feet. I've been a lot higher in paramotors. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link to my high altitude paramotor flight in the description. But today I want to get to 10,000 feet. I've checked the winds aloft, I've checked the 214s, all the weather looks good for today, lots of clear air above, and the airspace is clear. So I've got the Cardiff CTA, which starts at 4,500 feet, so I'm going to keep clear of that, fly out, keep clear of that airspace, and just do beats to get all the way up. The problem with doing a high altitude flight is then you've got to come back down, and that's normally the hardest bit, is just trying to get rid of that height to then come back in and land. With the lapse rate today, it's looking to be quite thermic below the clouds, but above it, it's going to be quite smooth. So hopefully the climb shouldn't be too arduous. Anyway, as you can see, I've already got my kit on. It's going to be a cold flight, 3 degrees per 1,000 feet. It's going to be cold up there. So I'm glad I've got my heated kit, even though it's May. Warm on the ground, but cold at height. So I'll get on with the rest of my checks and let's get on with the flight. Harness secure, instruments, temps and pressures, ignition's on, fuel sufficient, trimmer is set, awareness is runway 31. I can't hear anyone and I can't see anyone. Glebe Farm traffic, Golf, Foxtrot, Whiskey Lima, Romeo, backtracking runway 31 for departure for North, Glebe Farm. Trim is fixed when the weather is appropriate. Awareness, I am on the runway. I can't see any other traffic. Visor is down, not locked because there is no lock. And eventualities are for today, land ahead because the wind is quite strong. And my engine temps are up to temperature. Okay. On neutral. Taking off. Full power, keeping straight. Bar coming forward, correcting for the crosswind, and positively climbing away. Temps and RPMs are good. I know occasionally you say pressures, but it's an old habit. The old T's and P's are in the green when you take off. I don't have pressure, I just have a cylinder head temperature. Just wondering how rough it's going to be today with that crosswind coming over that hill. Wind's coming from that direction today, so I'll just be prepared for that when I come back. So let's get in the climb. Glebe Farm traffic from Golf Lima Romeo departing the circuit to the north. Glebe Farm. Well, Bob's been up today. I actually saw him flying around as I was driving up to the airfield, and it was quite funny that he came back and said the viz was quite poor. Because it is actually quite poor, but I'm hoping above the clouds the visibility is going to improve and the air mass is going to become a little bit more stable above it. So although it's May at the moment, I'm not sure when this video will come out, it's still blooming cold. It's always nice to read your comments when you put them on the videos, and a few commented that on my Exmoor flight that I didn't switch to QNH. There's 5 millibar difference between the QFE and the QNH. 150 feet, so I stayed on that. But today, because I'm going to go a bit higher, I'm going to be going left on QNH today. There's another YouTuber I follow that commented on one of my videos recently, saying he wasn't quite sure how he'd cope with being so exposed. There's a guy called Nick who has a channel called Let's Go Fly. Go and check it out. He makes some good videos. He flies a C42. I won't hold it against you, Nick. But he's got a lovely enclosed cockpit, so doesn't have to wear gloves and a helmet and thermal underwear to go flying. Right, these clouds are looking quite punchy today with some really tall tops. Air mass is definitely smoothed out. Now I've hit the first cloud layer. Temp still good, RPM still good. Fuel flow is high, but I'm climbing. I don't know what it is, and if anyone can tell me why it is, but flying above clouds in accordance with the air law, clear of cloud, in sight of ground, below 3,000 feet, which I'm going to maintain. But why it's just so magical, I think it's because we only ever see them below. I'm hoping the pictures that I'm going to put on the screen right now will do this justice, but wow. The GoPros just don't do any of this justice. Temp's still good. I'm actually having to level off because where we are at the moment, I'm trying to get out of the airspace, is the Cardiff CTA, which is 4,500 feet. So I'm going to fly on a little bit more, give the engine a break as well. It's official, 4,000 feet, I'm turning the gloves on. I'm only a couple of miles short of keeping clear of this airspace, so there's definitely some towering cumulus over there. It's a good job I checked the NOTAMs today and there wasn't anything relevant. Right, clear of the CTA. Temp's still good, RPM's good, fuel flow's not too bad. Well, that's 5,000 feet, halfway there. My one main concern is that the hole, well, the area I'm in, will close up, but I'm keeping an eye on that. It's not really a hole, but the problem is the airspace is there, so I've got to descend over here. That's 6,000 feet. Temps are still good, RPM is still good. I'm still legal. And more to the point, I'm still warm. To the moment, I'm averaging about 300 feet a minute climb rate, but I'm not at full power, and I don't want to cane the engine too much. So it's just a steady climb. So at max power, this thing takes over 9 litres an hour at consumption, whereas at the moment I'm at just over 7, so a significant difference. One of the main points when I checked the weather today, the winds aloft are not that strong. So past 7,000 feet. Temp's still good, RPM is still happy. Fuel burn's still good. But more to the point, I'm still legal. I was worried about making these videos, because I'm making them for me, but someone will go and go, you're not meant to do that. Well, those that know me know I am very much the sort of person who wants to follow the rules. I don't like breaking rules, because people tell you off, and I don't like getting told off. It's starting to get really cold now. Now 3 degrees per 1,000 feet. Is taking its effect. 8,000 feet. Woo! Coming up on 9,000 feet. Still clear of the airspace. Still clear of cloud and in sight of ground horizontally. I still have 10k visibility. God, it's getting cold now. Nick, you're right, mate. C42 is the way if you want to keep warm. Oh, it's cold. I got to 10,000 feet, and one thing I keep forgetting, and I learned this on my paramotor high altitude flights, is GoPros really, really do not like the cold. My helmet cam shut down, my front cam shut down, and I think it was only the wingtip cam there that actually kept on running because it had a power supply as well to keep it warm. Yes, might appear a bit of a stunt, but for me, I just wanted to know if the PeaBee would happily get to 10,000 feet. Will I be doing it again? No, it is so cold. I'm just starting to warm up now, and I'm glad I've got all my layers on and the heated gloves. I think it was above 8,000 feet. It was just cold on the last bit of the climb. I think I averaged about 400 to 500 feet a minute until the last little couple of thousand feet. But anyway, I'm pleased I've done it, so I won't be doing it again. It might appear like a little bit of a stunt, but it was a personal challenge for me to do it, and I want to get more content about going to visit places. The guy Ben, who's got a YouTube channel, who flies out of Brandshutters Farm. It's only about 44 miles that way. Apparently they do bacon butties and cups of tea, which is very inviting. And next time the weather's suitable, I want to get off to Brandshutters Farm. The rain's coming in, I can see it on the horizon, so we'll leave this video here. I'm going to go and warm up with a cup of tea, and until next time, everybody, bye.